we will see decoder. So decoder, it is also a combinational circuit. It is also a combinational circuit, but that converts binary information from n input lines to a maximum of m unique output lines. So from the name itself, you can see it is decoding. It is decoding whatever information in the coded form. It is decoding. So the number of output lines is always greater than the number of input lines, because the input is in the decoded form. Input is in the form of decoded form. It is decoding. It is retrieving the information back, whatever information is in the coded form. So that's why output lines are always greater than the input lines. So that is what it is, a combinational circuit that converts binary information from n input lines to a maximum of m unique output lines. So what is the relation? So how will we mention the decoder? Means n to m line decoder. N to m line decoder. N to m line decoder. What is the relationship between m and n? M and n. So how many input lines we are taking? We are taking n input lines. So what is the possible combinations? 2 power n possible combinations we can have from the n input lines. But output sometimes may be less than the 2 power n lines also. It is possible. It may not be always equal to 2 power n. In sometimes we may have less number of output lines than 2 power n also. So how will we mention the decoder means? So if you take n is equal to, we can start with 2. So if n is equal to 2, so if n is equal to 2, then what is corresponding to power 2? It is 4. So 2 to 4 line decoder we may have. If n is equal to 3, if n is equal to 3, 2 power 3 means 8. So then we'll have 3 to 8 line decoder. And then if n is equal to 4, then 2 power 4 means 16. Then we'll have 4 to 16 line decoder. And if n is equal to 5, 2 power 5, that means 32. We'll have 5 to 32 line decoder. So these are all the sizes that are possible with the decoder. So we'll have 2 input lines and 4 output lines. 3 input lines, 8 output lines. 4 input lines, 16 output lines. So it is decoding. So 2 to 4 line decoder, is also called as binary to 2 to 4 line decoder is also called as binary to nibble, because 4 bits, collection of 4 bits is called nibble. Collection of 4 bits is called nibble. So it is called binary to nibble decoder. And 3 to 8 line is called binary to octal, because 8 corresponds to octal, binary to octal decoder. And we'll have another thing is 4 to 10 line. So this is called binary to hexa, or if it is specifically, if you take BCD, so if you input is a BCD code, then we can have BCD to decimal decoder. So actually with 4 inputs case, maximum 16 are possible. So but decimal we'll have 0 to 9 only. So that means only 10 output lines we'll have. So BCD to decimal decoder is also possible. So in this way, so these are called binary information. Input is binary information, output is nibble decoder. Input is binary, output is octal decoder. It will give the information in the form of octal. So input is BCD, it will give the output in the form of decimal. So these are the purposes where we will use the for decoding the given information. For decoding the given information, we will use the decoders. So we'll see one by one. So first we'll see 2 to 4 line decoder. 2 to 4 line decoder with enable input. We will see what is the purpose of the enable input. What is the purpose of the enable input? So here we are considering. So active high. So here we are considering active high enable input. Why? Because if enable input is 0, if an enable input is 0, irrespective of the values of A and B, we will not get any output. Output is not enabled. So such a case is called active high enable input. So the rest of the cases, if enable input is 1, then the corresponding information will get the output. So for the remaining combination, so the circuit will perform its usual operation. If enable input is 1, the circuit will perform its usual information. So for 0, 0, the output will be only D0 will be 1 and remaining are 0, 0. The remaining are 0, 0. Next, for 0, 1, only D1 will be 1 and remaining are zeros. Next, for 1, 0, if A and B are 1, 0, only D2 will be 1. Remaining are zeros. If A and B are 1, 1, only D3 will be 1 and remaining are all 0. You see, so the outputs are mutually exclusive. So this is the truth table. This is the truth table of the decoder 2 to 4. Truth table of 2 to 4 decoder. So we have 2 input lines, right? We have 2 input lines, and 4 output lines. 4 output lines. So why it is active high? Because we are getting the operation only if enable input is 1. If enable input is 0, irrespective of the value of A and B, so the operation is we will not get any output. So the other thing is outputs are mutually exclusive. You see, only one output is 1 at any time for any combination of A and B. Only one output line is having the output 1. Remaining are zeros. So for any row, you see any row, only one output line is 1. Remaining are 0. So the output lines are mutually exclusive. And how to construct or how to realize this type of diagram, right? So we have 4 output lines. So here we require 4 AND gates. What are the inputs we have? Enable input we have A and B. How to make the connection? So as it is an active high enable input, so simply if E is equal to 1, then only it will get activated. Otherwise, the output of the AND gate will be 0, right? So which lines we need to connect to these AND gates? So for D0, you see, for D0, which lines we have connected? We have connected A from this input is passed through normally and through inverter. Why? Because so D0 will be 1 only when A and B are 0, 0. So you see here we made connection from A prime, so that we connected to this AND gate, and another connection we have connected from B prime. Right. Next D1. Where we have connected, D1 is 1 when A is 0. So wherever it is 0, we have connected through the inverter line, and B is equal to 1. So simply we have connected from direct P line, direct B line. Next, you see, observe for the third D2. D2 is 1 when A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. A is equal to 1 means we have to connect from A line straight away, and B is equal to 0. B is equal to 0 means we have to connect from the inverter. And this cross mark, whatever we have placing, because it is having connection with all A prime and B prime. So which line it is connected? So wherever we have cross mark, that means it is having a connection. So wherever we have placed cross mark, that indicates there is a connection between that vertical line and horizontal line. Similarly here, from B is equal to 0, we should have the connection. So B is equal to 0, we should place a cross mark. Next, last, you see D3 is 1 when all are 1 1. So simply you need to connect from E straight away, and then from A you need to make connection, and then from B you need to connect. So you can place here also cross marks. Here also you place cross marks, right? And then here from A we have connection, and then from B we have connection. So this is the internal diagram of a 2 to 4 line decoder. 2 to 4 line decoder. We can draw the black box. So inputs are enable input, right? Enable input, and we have two inputs A and B. So this is 2 to 4 decoder. This is 2 to 4 decoder, and outputs are D0, D1, D2, and D3. So inside this black box, we will have this type of diagram. So what is the truth table? So D0 is 1 only when A and B are 0, 0. D1 is 1 when A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. And D2 is 1 when A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. And D3 is 1 when A and B are both are 1, 1. So outputs are mutually exclusive. Right? Next, we'll see with Act2 low enable input. So this is the truth table for Act2 low. Low case. You see, so if E is equal to 1, if enable input is 1, so A, irrespective of A and B values, we will not get the output. Only if enable input is 0. So if both A and B are 0, 0, then we will get D0 as 1 and remaining are 0, 0. So here for 0, 1, D1 will be 1. Remaining are 0, 0. For 1, 0, D2 will be 1. Remaining are 0, 0. For 1, 1, D3 will be 1. Remaining are 0, 0. So these are 2 to 4 line decoder. 2 to 4 line decoder with Act2 low enable input. So the diagram will look like this. So now we need to connect from active low enable input. So you need to pass the enable input through an inverter. So to all the AND gates, you need to connect from the inverter, and A and B connections are same. For D0, we need to connect from A is equal to 0, that means through the inverter line, and B is equal to 0, so you need to connect through the inverter line. So for D1, you see, so D1 will be 1, A is equal to 0. So that's why we have connected from the inverter line, whereas B is equal to 1, we have connected from the straight away B line. For D2 will be 1 when A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. So that's why we have connected from A line, whereas B from the inverter line, right? Next, for the last case, D3, we have connected A is equal to 1 line and B is equal to 1 line. So this is the Act2 low enable input. So there are some specific purposes. Sometimes we may need Act2 low enable input. In general, we'll have Act2 low enable input only. So in the diagram, how will we differentiate the Act2 high and Act2 low means the diagram, how we will we differentiate, or when we are drawing the block diagram representation, how will we indicate whether it is a act2 low or act2 high? So A and B are same. A and B are same. So how to indicate whether it is a act2 low means we will place a bubble. We'll pass the enable input through a bubble. So this one we'll have 4 outputs. So D0, D1, D2, D3. So in the block diagram representation, we will differentiate the act2 high and act2 low enable input with a bubble. So if it is act2 low enable input, we will pass the enable input through an inverter or bubble. Whereas if it is act2 high, so we will simply directly connect the enable input to the 2 to 4 line decoder. So if it is act2 low, so we'll differentiate this with a bubble. So whenever any circuit is act2 low, so that input or that output, sometimes the outputs may be act2 low. So here the output is 1 only for one column, right? So the remaining outputs are 0. So in fact, this is act2 high output. Act2 high output. So if it is the other way, so sometimes we may have decoder circuits. Sometimes we may have decoder circuit with act2 low output. So this is act2 high output. I am showing here only. So I am erasing this outputs. I am erasing this outputs. So if we have act2 low case, act2 low case, if it is act2 low case, so that means act2 low case means for this combination we should have the output 0, for remaining combination 1. So this is 0 and remaining are 1, and this is D2 is 0, remaining are 1 1, and this is 0 and remaining are 1 1, remaining are 1 1. The remaining ones are 1 1. So how to realize this type of circuit? How to realize this type of circuit? So simply instead of AND gates, we'll have to realize with the NAND gate. Simply we have to realize with NAND gate. So this is act2 low enable input and act2 low output. So this is a diagram. You see, so output of the D0 output of D0, what we have connected? We have connected enable input, act2 low enable input, and A also we have connected through the inverter line, and B also we have connected through the inverter line. So you connect whenever you pass all, if it is 0, if it is all are 0 0. So what is this? Here we will have 1, here we will have 1, here we will have 1. So to a NAND gate, if all inputs are 1, to a NAND gate, if all inputs are 1, the output is 0. The output is 0, right? So you take any other case. For example, instead of all zeros, instead of R, you see for D1. For D1, you see what input line we have connected? Act2 low enable input. So this will be 1. This will be 1. What about A? A is also 1. But to D1, which line we have connected? B line we have connected. B line we have connected. What is the value of B? B is equal to 0. B is equal to 0. So what is the output of the NAND gate? When any one of the input is 0 to a NAND gate, the output will be simply 1. Right? To the NAND gate, if one of the input is 0, the output will be 1. Similarly, you see for D2, we have connected the A line straight away. So A is equal to 0. So for D2 gate, A is equal to 0. So this output is also 1. For D3, you see, we have connected this A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, right? A is equal to, we have connected A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, and E is equal to 1, right? So in this way, it will work only for one combination. Only for one combination, it will give you the output. So here we'll have 0, right? So in this way, So this will act as ACT2 low output. So simply for ACT2 low output case, we need to replace the AND gates with NAND gate. Then it will act as the ACT2 low output case also. There are specific applications where we need ACT2 low output case. Where we need ACT2 low output cases. So in this way, we can realize the same circuit if we by replacing the AND gates with NAND gates. We can realize with ACT2 low output also, right? And 3 to 8 line decoder. 3 to 8 line decoder. So this is the truth table we will see. So if all are 0 0, again we will see ACT2 high. Here we will see ACT2 high case, ACT2 high case, and in general we will have ACT2 low enable input only. ACT2 low enable, ACT2 low enable input. So I am not mentioning the enable input, only the inputs where I am mentioning. I am considering ACT2 high case, ACT2 high case. So for all zeros, D0 will be 1 and remaining all are 0 0. Remaining all are 0 0. Next for 0 0 1, D1 will be 1, D1 will be 1, and all remaining are zeros. All remaining are 0. For D0 1 0, D2 will be 1, D2 will be 1. For 0 1 1, D3 will be 1. For 1 0 0, D4 will be 1. For 105, D5 will be 1. 110, D6 will be 1. 111, D7 will be 1. In fact, these are all the corresponding decimal equivalent. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 outputs we have. So for 0 0, if input binary input is 0 0, it is D0. Only D0 1, only 1. So in fact, this is called binary to octal decoder. So how many outputs we'll have in the octal number system? Actually 8 only, right? So they are from D0 to D7. So that's why this 3 to 8 line decoder is also called binary to octal decoder. So remaining are all zeros. Remaining all are zeros. So this is the truth table of a 3 to 8 line decoder. It is very simple, right? Very simple. So wherever you have this is 0 0, the corresponding equivalent is 0. So D0 is 1. So 0 0 1 means its corresponding equivalent is 1. So D1 will be 1. 0 1 0 means D2. Remaining are all 0. So in this way, we can draw the truth table of any decoder. You can draw the truth table of the any decoder. Right? So here I will stop. The next case, next module, we will see how to implement the Boolean function with the help of the decoder.